The AK-47, a Cold War icon. Welcome to our video exploring the fascinating history of the AK-47, an enduring symbol of the Cold War era. In the mid-20th century, a period marked by heightened political tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union, some of the most iconic weapons in history were born. Today, we dive deep into the world of the AK-47, understanding its crucial role during the Cold War, the impact it had on conflicts around the globe, and its lasting legacy. Chapter 1, The Birth of the AK-47, Mikhail Kalashnikov's Vision. Our journey begins with the birth of the AK-47, a rifle born from the visionary mind of Soviet engineer Mikhail Kalashnikov. After the ravages of World War II, the AK-47 emerged, undergoing official military testing in 1947 and gaining formal adoption by the Soviet armed forces in early 1949. This marked the beginning of its legendary journey as the standard rifle for most Warsaw-pact nations. What made the AK-47 truly extraordinary was its design, boasting simplicity, durability, and efficiency. It revolutionized the world of weapon manufacturing. With its gas-operated system and the ability to switch between automatic and semi-automatic firing modes, it set itself apart as a remarkable innovation in its time. Chapter 2, The AK-47's Role in Cold War Conflicts. This iconic rifle wasn't just a tool, it was the beating heart of the Soviet military and their global allies. Its rugged design made it the perfect companion in the jungles of Vietnam, the mountainous landscapes of Afghanistan, and the arid deserts of the Middle East. In the crucible of the Vietnam War, spanning from the mid-1950s to 1975, the AK-47 was the weapon of choice for the North Vietnamese Army and the Viet Cong. It played a pivotal role in one of the most iconic conflicts of the era. In the Soviet-Afghan War, spanning a decade from 1979 to 1989, the AK-47 was a ubiquitous presence, wielded by Soviet and Afghan forces as well as the Mujahideen rebels who opposed them. It was a testament to its adaptability and resilience. Further afield, the Iran-Iraq War from 1980 to 1988 saw the deployment of the AK-47 in the turbulent Middle East, where it played a significant role in shaping the outcomes of the conflict. It's worth noting that the AK-47's influence extended beyond its original design. Over time, it has been copied, modified, and evolved into a family of variants, including the AK-74, AK-103, and many more. These variants have played unique roles in various conflicts, leaving their own marks on history. Although it's challenging to determine exact numbers, it's reasonable to assume that a substantial quantity of AK-47 rifles were in use in Vietnam, Afghanistan, and the Middle East during the Cold War, potentially numbering in the hundreds of thousands, if not millions. Chapter 3, The Enduring Legacy of the AK-47. As the Cold War came to a close in the early 1990s, with the fall of the Soviet Union, the AK-47's legacy lived on. Its design principles have been immortalized in countless firearms, establishing it as one of the world's most enduring and influential rifles. Beyond the battlefields, the AK-47 has left an indelible mark on popular culture, appearing in movies, video games, and literature. It stands as a true icon, a testament to its historical significance. In closing, the AK-47's impact during the Cold War was profound. Its simplicity and reliability made it the weapon of choice for countless armed groups, leaving an indelible mark on the conflicts of the era. Today, it symbolizes not only the Cold War period but also the enduring legacy of a firearm that reshaped history. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.